So finally a game with white again. Got a lot of Caro-Kann games lately on my channel. Let's put the volume of my computer down. Steinitz Defense. Okay, that isn't supposed to be good for black. But let's see what happens. Sometimes they take the knight, and then we take the bishop, take with the queen, and we have a very comfortable game. Castle queen side, but here we have to take the knight with the bishop. I think queen f3 is now the move. But I always get confused. Queen e2, queen f3. I'm so bad in remembering the lines. Let me check. Because I know queen f3 is a move if black already played knight f6, and then if he goes bishop e7, we can play e5. Then if takes, we sacrifice a pawn and then take the bishop. But maybe even now it's possible. So now knight f6 and then e5. No, of course not. Then he can just take our queen. With knight f6, then we can take the bishop and then play e5. Of course, they don't have to play knight f6 here. From Ukraine. Okay, I hope he or she is doing well with all this crazy stuff happening in the world. So knight f6. Bishop takes, pawn takes, e5. Then there's also queen e7. h6 I don't really get. I was not planning to put my bishop there. Okay, let's check. Take the bishop, e5, and then knight goes to d5. Then we take with the knight. Takes with the pawn. Don't know if I'm too happy over there. Let's check. Take the bishop, pawn takes, e5. Knight goes to d5. You take. But another option is e5 takes. Oh no, sorry, bishop. Knight takes, pawn takes, e5, pawn takes, queen takes, c6, check. And then the knight blocks. Then we don't have an attack, but we can activate our knight on d5. Then the rook can protect there. Then we win this pawn. Let's go for it. I don't remember this from the course, so I think I got some lines mixed up here. But to be honest, I still think the position is pretty good. So now I have to take the pawn on c6. Because taking on d6 can also takes with the pawn. I take the pawn on b6, then queen can go even to c8. I have nothing there. So queen takes b6, takes with the pawn. Knight goes to d5. Then the rook is gonna protect, maybe even on a7. If I then play rook e1, black can go for f6. Then I do have a check on g7. The king only has one square and then has a check. Oh, there's no check. Okay. Oh, the knight is covering that. Okay, bishop e7. Yeah, bishop e7. Let's do this. Now I have to watch out for rook c8. So my candidate moves are knight at d5, but then rook c8. If I then move the queen, my c2 pawn is not that happy. But if rook first, then castle, then knight d5, and black is in time to play rook e8. But knight d5, rook c8, Maybe move the queen to a4. Then castling. Bishop f4, is that a move? Bishop f4, rook c8. Okay, first gonna do this because rook c8 is still out of the question because that a6 pawn is hanging. So knight d5, then rook e8 is forced. Then knight c7 is tempting, but then there's rook c8. I was thinking of activating my bishop to b2, but if I play b3, then rook c8, and this knight is not happy. Ooh, I maybe have a nice tactic. But not yet. Maybe. So rook e8, rook takes e7, then rook takes e7, or knight takes e7, queen takes e7, then I have queen takes a8 check. But not anymore. Okay, that was not too smart. So now maybe queen b7, rook e8, knight takes, rook takes, queen queen takes. No, it's not. Okay, I totally missed that move. Bishop f6. Okay. Eyeing my a1 rook. So b3 is not an option because then check. Just gonna take the bishop. Now bishop d2 to c3. Seems reasonable. Still a pawn up, but I'm time down. Okay, now the threat is to play knight f3 check. Okay. If I move my queen, then I can protect this with queen b3, but then rook b8 is a bit annoying. Just lift my rook. Getting in time trouble here. Let's play quicker. I thought my precision was pretty good earlier, but now I'm throwing it away a bit, I feel like. So I'm gonna move a bit quicker here. I'm a pawn up, so not trying anything too fancy. Just play safe moves. Try to avoid blundering and then hoping to win some time. Okay, what does black want? I think I'm threatening f4 here. Does have a check, but then I just take. So no f4. So maybe I just have to try to trade queens. Knight g5. It's attacking my rook, but then I have rook f3. Okay. So I think I'm happy now again. It's a strong knight, but play f4 anytime I want. Okay. Just play this right. Time troubles. Pawn seems lost. So if I'm then 2 pawns up with a bishop against a knight, that must be very winnable. There's still the issue with the clock, of course. But he has to think harder. So now king e6. Still not easy though. Okay, what to do? If b3, then rook c8. Think of b3, c4. Have to watch out to not get pinned here. If rook c8. That was not too smart. Rook c8, king f1. Knight c6. Okay. Or maybe just a3 and then trade. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. That was not very good. Oh, I messed it up. I don't think this is gonna lead anywhere. I think I can always draw here. Because he has to take this pawn with the rook, then we trade rooks. So my idea is to tuck my king here on g2. Then I have to watch out for the king getting to the... This king cannot go to these squares, so... Let's just go here. So if I trade rooks for this pawn and his king is far away from this right area, then I can maybe even win with rooks off the board. So is this a win? If I play f3, then he has the opposition. f4. Maybe I should have played this more careful. Takes, 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 takes. Sorry for. I think we have a draw here. Yeah, because with the rook pawn, it's a draw. Try something fancy here. King e4. No. Seems to know endgames. Yes, this is a draw. Just has to stay in the corner. Yeah, draw. Okay, well, good game, Stadium. I should have gotten more out of this, but okay. It is what it is. I played not most optimal. The Stadium played pretty good. Hi. So I looked at the opening, or the game a bit, I mean, and also the opening. Yeah, this is very common at my level, but it's not very good for black, also not super bad, but white can get an easy position very easily. So here it's all theory, but this a6 move is not very common. Most of the time they play knight f6, and then we are in, or they play knight takes e4, but if they play knight f6, then we reach a position that is also reached from the Spanish 4 knights a lot. So with knight f6, then we take. And if they take with bishop, I was right that queen e2 is a move. And if they take with a pawn, then queen f3 is the move. Then bishop e7, we have e5 and some cool ideas. With taking the pawn and then bishop e3 at some point on long castling. But okay, he played a6, taking is good. I played queen f3, there was nothing wrong with that. Taking is also fine. Or queen e2, so everything is pretty good for black. Or for white, I mean, we are already better here. So there was nothing too wrong about my play. This, the computer is slightly dubious, and bishop d2 was better. If the knight then moves, we can even ignore the threat on b2 and play bishop a5. But I took. We still have a very good position. Here I win a pawn, so nothing too crazy here. So yeah, taking was not the best option. a4 was the best. Also not very bad because I'm still a lot of material up. So here I made a mistake. A very interesting option was a4, and then if black takes en passant. Then we can play a rook a1, and then after this we play this. The idea then is to move our king over here. And we have very strong connected pass pawns. We check maybe even, yeah, a1. Yeah, I was on the right track, okay. So here the position is pretty drawish. My schematic thinking was right, that I at one point have to give up that pawn. But here I made the mistake of playing b5. I could have taken f6 with the rook, and then I'm more material up, even winning according to the computer. But now it's all zeros from here. So there were no winning chances for me if played correctly, and well, black at least seems to know the opposition in king and pawn endgames is very good, so I had no chance of winning. So yeah, this was a bit of yeah, and the game was not that good, but that's also chess. At least I did not lose. Okay, well, thanks for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye bye.